Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Choo-choo! I've got my little train driver hat on today. You've probably seen this in my previous video. I'm loving it. I don't care. I'm not sorry. As you can see from the title of this video, I decided to do a little bit of a get to know me, I hate that so much, video because, yeah, I just kind of ran out of content ideas. No, I'm joking. I just decided that I thought it'd be a nice little way of introducing myself a little bit more, and yeah, maybe I guess in my other videos I haven't really explained any more about myself, so I just thought I would do a few questions. I've taken some of these from like get to know me things, tags, you know, internet things, and then I've also just like got some random ones in there that are a bit more interesting. So I'm just gonna get into it, but if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I did that the wrong way around. I don't care. So first I'm going to start with the MySpace ASL. Anyone remember that? No, I'm 29, maybe I'm a bit old. So yeah, my age, sex, location. I'm not going to do sex because you know I'm a girl, hopefully. Girl, so not really angry like a child. I'm a girl. So I am Fliss. I am 29. Nearly 30. I don't act like it at all, I know. And location, I live in Angel in London. I have lived all around London now. I've lived I haven't lived west. I've lived north, south and east. And I definitely think this is my favourite place to live in London. I never really wanted to go back north, and now I live there. I freaking love it. So yeah, I live in Angel and it is beautiful and I feel very lucky to live there. I've got 20 questions from here. I'm going to race through them because my sister is driving me somewhere after this and she said, you've got 20 minutes to do it. So I'm going to do this really quickly, so she might come up halfway through and interrupt. So let's go. I'm going to do it quick. That's why I'm talking so quickly. So my question number one is, why did I start a YouTube channel? So I started a YouTube channel, I think I touched on this in my first ever video. Primarily, I know a lot of people start YouTube channels, blogs, etc., Instagram accounts now because they want to become an influencer or get paid, get sent free stuff. I know probably everyone says this, but genuinely that is not why I started a YouTube channel. I have done this because I absolutely find it hilarious to look back on my old videos when I used to have a YouTube channel when I was about 22 and find it funny, like to see my mannerisms and how I talked and what I was into, and I just think it's really nice in a way thing to have like a little capsule of who you were. And I kind of wish that I did more vlogging back then and had stuff with my friends and saw how like holidays I went on and how we interacted. So that's why I've started this channel, so I have those memories to look back on. I also really like having like a little project to do when I get in from work. And yeah, I think it's nice to be a little bit, because I can't be super creative in the role that I'm in now at work. So I think this is like a nice way of having your own little creativity and project to work on. And I've really got into editing recently, and I think the filming side of it's fun, but I actually love editing so much. So yeah, that is a long-winded answer to why I got into YouTube. By the way, sorry if I move around a little bit and the camera moves in this. I've stupidly written the questions on notes on my phone that I am filming on. So yeah, that's why I might move around a lot. So my second question is, what is my USP? So I would say, other than the fact I've got about 56 ex-boyfriends, which everyone takes their piss out of me for, my USP is... What the fuck? I wrote something down that's my USP and I now can't remember. For fuck's sake. I'm so glad this isn't an actual interview. Bear with. Got it. Okay, I've got my USP. It's my natural serotonin levels. So I actually think, fuck's sake, there's a freaking wasp now behind the camera. Sorry if you can hear that, camera. I think I'm really lucky that I wake up naturally most mornings in a good mood, and I try and see the best in situations. I definitely think I get that from my mum. And I just think I'm quite a happy person overall. So I'd say that is my main USP, minus how many ex-boyfriends I've had. Question number three, I'm not going to number the questions because I'm definitely going to forget, is what is my most purchased item? Like, what do I buy the most? So you may have seen this from one of my hauls that I recently posted on my autumn wardrobe, but I would say my most purchased item is hats. I love a hat. I'm obsessed with hats. It's because I have a big forehead. I discovered that in my previous video, but yeah, I love hats. I have bought 3 recently and I just think they make an outfit look great. I'm also a huge fan of a smock dress. I think they are quite, not cool, I wouldn't say they're very in fashion actually, but I think they're very like cute, like a mini smock dress, and also you can eat whatever the fuck you want and it hides any bloating. So yeah, they're my 2 most purchased items. So my next question is, what is my biggest guilty pleasure? So I've got 2 again. My guilty pleasure is, since Glee has come back on Netflix, I actually didn't watch it the first time round. I was never a Gleek. I'm the biggest friggin' Gleek there is out there now. I know it's so embarrassing. And if anyone's watching this who doesn't really like me but has stumbled across my channel, then this is, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. But yeah, I love it. It's just so easy to watch when I get in from work. And also, I'm on season 2. I know this is so morbid, but I know the main guy, Finn, dies in real life, and I'm kind of interested to see how they kill him off in the show. Is that weird? It's probably quite bad to say that, isn't it? But I also just love it. I think it's really comforting and easy to watch, and the songs are quite funny as well. And I know it is a bit tongue-in-cheek, like they take the piss out of themselves a little bit too. My other guilty pleasure. I don't know if this is a guilty pleasure, because guilty pleasure is supposed to be like cheesy things that you don't really want to admit to people, but it is. I always wear sports bras, literally, not like full on thick sports bras like Calvin Klein thin ones. I'm wearing one now, but they're so comfy, and I don't care. I don't need to wear sexy underwear, so yeah, I just wear the comfiest sports bras ever all the time, and it's just so supportive and it looks nice in clothes, and yeah, I'm a big fan of a sports bra. I don't know if that's a guilty pleasure, but I've put it in there now. TMI? Maybe. So my next question is, what is the best gift I've ever been given? I am going to sound so spoiled now, but obviously like these are in my whole life. But one of the best gifts I've ever been given is my Vespa, which was an amazing gift, and I still use it now every single day, same one, and I just love it. It's the best thing I own, to be honest. So that was definitely the best gift. I'm very lucky that someone wanted to buy me a Vespa. It's amazing. And the second best gift was actually given to me for my last birthday, which was a festival abroad, which was so cool and so me, and I'm so happy. And it was a mad cool festival in Madrid. That was a birthday present. So I got the festival tickets and flights and hotel as a gift, which was unreal, and that's definitely one of the best gifts I've ever been given. So yeah, that's amazing. And also when I was younger, I got a Wendy house, and me and my sister had to do a treasure hunt to get it, and it was in the garden. I don't know how we didn't see it being put up. We're so easily distracted. But yeah, we went outside, and there was a big Wendy house out there, which was amazing, although we never went in it after like day 1 because it was cold and there were spiders, so it was a little bit wasted on us. But yeah, they are the best gifts I've ever been given. And the next question is, what YouTubers do I watch? So I think I'm like every girl on YouTube, I assume, who started off watching Zoella back in the day. I actually still watch Zoella now. Now I'm really glad she's posting videos again. So I love vlogs, love watching Zoella, love her chatty videos to the camera, even though she doesn't do those as much anymore. But yeah, I love her. And now I've started watching other people such as Sophie Milner and Gemma Talbot, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I love those kind of haul videos like Nadia, Anya, Lydia, Elise Millen, really like all of those. Aside from the normal girly YouTubers, I also watch, so random because I've just said I like Zoella, but I do like watching Jackmate as well. I find him so funny. I'm not necessarily like the commentary videos, but I love the ones, I don't know if this is actually commentary, I might be being an idiot now, but I love the ones where he's talking like about the intros to Love Island. I love like the random one, like I think he's hilarious. I love it when he has a new video out. And then this is so basic of me, but most mornings I start my day with watching like the interviews from This Morning or Good Morning Britain. Like because I don't watch them because I'm at work, I actually really like watching the debates on those. I don't love Piers Morgan obviously, but I love just watching like weird stories of people's lives or the debates that are going on. And yeah, that's probably a guilty pleasure as well, but I love watching like Loose Women, This Morning, Good Morning Britain on YouTube as YouTube clips. Next question, where am I originally from? So I am originally from a town called Northampton / also sort of rugby, although my friends would probably disagree with that. So I was born in Staffordshire, that's not very interesting, but I went to school and stuff in Northamptonshire at a school called Guilsborough School. I'm guessing no one really cares about that. Then I sort of moved to rugby and worked a lot around there as I was growing up. But I got a bit bored of living in like Warwickshire, Northamptonshire area. There's not loads going on around there. So that's when I moved 5 years ago now to London. So yeah, it's not, my family still live in Northampton, so I go there quite a lot, and I go to rugby to see my friends, go on nights out there. They're a bit random, but you know, a bit like small town night out, but I actually find it really fun, and but I like coming back. I really do, and I love coming back at Christmas. But yeah, I got a little bit bored, and there's more career opportunities in London, so I moved there 5 years ago. The next question is, do I have any pets? No, I don't, apart from my family pets, but I wouldn't really class those as mine. But in February 2020, I am so excited. I am getting a toy poodle. I got it right. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm getting a toy poodle. It's like this big, brown curly hair. I think it's my spirit animal already. But yeah, I'm really excited. So any names for dogs, please send them over on the comments, because I need some suggestions. That's what I'm thinking of at the moment. But the reason I'm waiting till February is because I'm going to Amsterdam for New Year's Eve, and then on a long haul holiday in January for my birthday. So I don't think it's really fair to get a dog before that. So then we're going to get the dog in February when I've got a lot more time to spend with it and train it and love it and cuddle it. I'm so excited. So the next question is, do I have any bad habits? Absolutely freaking not. I am perfect. No, I'm joking. I think people would say about me, one of my habits, and probably an annoying habit to other people, is over pronunciating. Apparently that's not right. I over pronounce, whichever. So I will say, the fucking fly. I will say like, I can't even think of an example. But like the other day I had to say ROI at work, but I was like ROI. Like I just over pronunciate. Like that, basically. Yeah, I think people find that kind of annoying. Yeah, I think that's I reckon like a lot of people say I've got a lot more. I probably should have asked people before answering that, but I'd say that's one that I get told a lot. Okay, so next one. What annoys me most about other people? So I thought about this before answering, and I think the thing that annoys me most in other people is when people are too exclusive and too cool for school. And by that I mean when I moved to London, or when I've moved to school quite a lot or started new jobs, I hate when people make you feel stupid, or you're not welcome, or you don't listen to cool music, or you don't dress properly. And I have had that. Maybe I am just uncool, but I have had that quite a lot in my life, and I just find I really hate it. I don't care how you dress or what music you're into. I think you should just be welcoming to everyone. I hate, and it's always very subtle. Like there's always like a little click, and they'll pretend to be nice to everyone, but they just sort of look down on you, and I just really, really don't rate that in a person, and it instantly puts me off people. I just think, how hard is it to include people? Like I'm very much a more the merrier kind of person. If I have a party, everyone's welcome. If I'm going on a night out, everyone's welcome. I don't like people who think they're better than other people at all. I just hate it. And there's too much of it these days. Too much. The next one I'm going to answer is, what are people's first impressions of me? Obviously, that's quite hard for me to answer, but actually I have asked a few friends about this in the past, because it's just interesting to know. And generally people's first impression, which I think is a bit of a misconception, hopefully, is that a lot of my friends have said, when I first met you, to be completely honest, I thought you were a bit fake, and you probably weren't like as happy. You were like just putting on like like being really fake. And I really don't want people to think that. I think it's quite a horrible thing to think. And people have said to me since, like, I actually realise you really are quite happy, like I said earlier, but it just doesn't come across like that straight away, because they don't think that someone could be like that. I know that this sounds so backhanded, like I'm trying to compliment myself, like people think I'm not happy, and I am, but generally I think that is kind of true. Like I think just it comes across as a bit fake, and I don't mean it to. So I think that generally is people's first impression / misconception of me. And the next question is, what is my happiest memory? I wouldn't say I've got one specific happiest memory, because that's really hard over your whole life, but one of my happiest memories multiple types of memories in general, is that one of my happiest times is when you're at a festival. I bet a lot of people can relate to this, and it's summer and the sun is beating down on you and you're a little bit tipsy and you're listening to your favourite music and you've got all your best friends around you and there's no work for ages. You've got days at the festival, you feel so free, you're so happy, and nothing can annoy you, and you just feel so relaxed and free and happy. That is, I think, one of my favourite types of memory, is being at a festival with the sun on you. So the next one I'm going to answer is, what is my biggest fear? When I was younger, I probably would have answered this as waxwork models or mannequins, but I've kind of got over that now, although I do still feel a bit weird when I walk past mannequins in shops because I think they're going to grab me. But I think now my biggest fear is, if anyone's watched Years and Years on BBC, if you haven't, go watch it. Although it's not on iPlayer anymore, but go buy it because it's so good. But that is one of my biggest fears, that life will turn into a Black Mirror / Years and Years episode, and we're all just so into technology, we're not noticing the world that's going on around us. Politics has gone crazy, essentially everything that millennials are worried about. I'm being very basic millennial here, but that, I would say, is my biggest fear, of all of that becoming a reality, which we're kind of seeing right now. I'm hoping this is gonna sort of reverse. It's a bit scary what's going on. So the next question is, what is the best thing I have achieved in my 20s? So I'm actually because I'm nearly 30, I'm going to do a video a little bit closer to the end of the year on like advice I'd give my 20-year-old self, or like things I learned in my 30s. But in terms of what I've achieved, probably not that much. No, well, I'm not really joking. I don't own a house, and I'm not married, and I don't have any children. No, I'd say honestly, like, the best thing I've achieved in my 20s is, everyone says this, but I really do feel like if I could look back at my 20-year-old self now, I definitely feel like I know who I am a lot more. I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but I don't feel the need to try and really get people to like me or to agree with my opinion. I am generally a lot more secure in my own skin. I also, probably higher than that actually, is I think the friendships that I have now, and like the people know who they are, but like honestly, they're just, I'm so happy with the choices I made, especially recently in terms of friends. I just feel so like secure with the people I've got around me now. I think they're going to be in my life for the rest of my life. I would happily have those for the rest of my life and never own a house. So cringe, but I just absolutely love my friends so much, and I feel so lucky to have them. And that is honestly like the best thing I've achieved in my 20s. And moving to London. That's great too, but the friends mainly. And the next question is, what are my favourite podcasts to listen to? I've only got one answer to this, and it is the frickin' High Low. It is so good. The High Low, the High Low, the High Low. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to the High Low. Dolly Alderton, Pandora Sykes are amazing. It's where I get most, I should not say this because they've told people not to say this, but it's where I get most of my news and information from. They are just so intelligent, so eloquent, hilarious, just who I aim and never will be. But yeah, they're just so great. I wish it was out more often. Every Wednesday is not enough. But yeah, the High Low. I'm sure you've heard of it already. It's like always #1 in the charts. But yeah, that is my favourite podcast. Okay, so my next question is, what is my actual job? So not to go into it in too much detail, because I'm sure it's not very interesting, but I am a senior marketing manager. Although when I first got that job, I kept spelling it wrong as senior, fuck's sake. But I'm a senior marketing manager at a big digital marketing company in London. We have some really cool brands that we look after, such as Chanel and Nike and Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein, and it is the best job ever. I love it. I've been there for the whole 5 years I've lived in London. I absolutely love it. The people there are amazing and so clever, and we also get loads of cool perks from being there, and it's just, I love it. I never, I'm worried about going into work on a Sunday night. It's a really great job, and I'm very lucky to have it. And next I'm going to answer, what are my weird skills? So I've got a few. This isn't really weird, but maybe a bit unexpected. I'm level 2 sign language, so I am BSL level 2, kind of same thing. So I was trying to think I should do some sign language now, but I'm probably going to be so rubbish, and if anyone is watching who actually knows sign language, they'll know I'm doing it wrong, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I did it a few years ago, and probably I need to brush up on it a little bit more if I wanted to get into it, but I really enjoyed it. I just did that as a hobby. There's no real reason. I can also solve a Rubik's Cube in under 5 minutes. I was very, very bored one year between Christmas and New Year, so I taught myself that. And also I can breathe through my ear. Cut a long story short, I went on a corkscrew roller coaster at Alton Towers. After that, I can breathe through my ear. Thanks, Alton Towers. There's a lawsuit there, I'm sure. Okay, so my penultimate question is, what gives me the ick in relationships? So I know it's a bit of a random one, but I just thought it'd be quite funny. So for me, the thing that gives me the ick most, if no one knows what the ick is, I'm sure most people do, but it's like when you get really, like literally overnight, you just decide you don't like someone anymore, which is so cruel, but it happens to the best of us. The thing that gives me the ick the most in relationships is definitely when people don't have their own life. Like I've had ex-boyfriends before where they just give up on all their friends and all the stuff they did before they're with you that attracted you to them in the first place, and they just decide to just not follow you around, because that sounds really vain, but like just spend all their time with you. And at first you're like, oh, I love it, I've got like a little best friend with me all the time. But then all of a sudden you're just like, actually you're not doing any of the things that attracted me to you in the first place. So yeah, without going into it too much, that gives me the ick, essentially. And then my final question is, what is my most used emoji? And I would say I haven't actually checked, but my most used emoji, I think, is the angel halo emoji, because I am an angel and I live in angel. So it's the angel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I know this is a bit of a random video, but I just thought it would be quite fun if for me to film, maybe not for you to watch. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope it's shown you a little bit more about who I am. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you, goodbye. Question is, oh my God. Sit there.